EPA WA meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for March 13th, 2023. It is Monday morning, and the Monday video forecast is proudly sponsored by Kinsley's Family Market in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania. Lent, of course, began on Wednesday, February 22nd, and at Kinsley's ShopRite, they have the freshest seafood for all of your Lenten meals. Every Friday at Kinsley's, you'll find their weekly fish fry. Items include teriyaki salmon, breaded flounder fillet, and Parmesan baked cod with, of course, all the fixings that go with that. And don't forget your free Easter ham. You can spend $400 now through Saturday, April 8th, and you can qualify for a free smoked ham. Get it all at Kinsley's ShopRite, the world's largest ShopRite, located at 107 Kinsley's Drive in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania. Proud sponsors of the Monday video forecast. So we got winter storm. It's going to be wintry for just parts of the region, okay? It's just going to be more mainly our northeastern areas that are going to be into the winter storm part of it, and that's why you have winter storm watches and warnings up in those areas. The rest of us, areas further south of 78, are going to be just some light rain showers this morning. North of there, actually right along I-78, you'll have like kind of a mix of rain or snow going over to rain showers. And then areas in the northeast corner of Pennsylvania will be snow showers this morning. Just very light intermittent snow showers, not really accumulating too well during the day. Once we get into the evening, we're going to start seeing a shift to some heavier precipitation that's going to change over to snow. When the areas that are getting snow are going to get a little bit heavier. And then overnight, that's going to work. That line's going to work its way further south and east and change rain over to snow. It's not going to get too far south, though. But I do think you're going to have some rain changing to snow. The question is going to be how much actually sticks, okay? Because this is March. I know it's overnight, so it's going to help a little bit. But there's a difference between snow falling and snow sticking in March because you have the sun angle to worry about, radiational heating, climatology is working against you. The temperatures aren't getting as low as they would, say, a month ago or, not even that long ago. But we will have that mix of rain and snow in the middle. And then that will go over to snow overnight. And you can see that here as this low will come up the coast here, bomb near Cape Cod, and do a little loop-de-loop here, and then head out to the east on Wednesday. It's finally out of here. But here is the, let me get a better representation of what is going on. This is looking at the 3-kilometer NAM this evening. This is very, very light, spotty, intermittent snow north of I-78. South of there is rain showers, and you got a mix in between. This is early this morning, looking at 8 o'clock. As you can see the timestamp in the upper right-hand corner as we move this forward. As we progress through the morning, you get these snow showers that are continuing across the northern areas, but again, they're just intermittent. It's light. Temperatures are marginal. It's not sticking too well outside of elevation. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with today. And then the areas that were rain snow mix earlier on is going to change over to rain showers during the course of the day. And this just becomes a Northeast PA deal once we get to the evening. And you see where the rain is all the way through New Jersey at this point. So some of these areas, we have some pretty hefty amounts on our snow map that we put out on Sunday evening. But this is going to be a rain changing to snow situation for you. Okay. As we get through the course of the evening, watch what happens. You get some heavier precip that develops over Northeast PA. This line that's here at this point is kind of like this, is going to start working its way down this direction, okay? And that's going to allow some of that rain that is falling at the time to mix with and then change to snow, and you can see that here, okay? And it's not going to get too far south. This doesn't get all the way down to Philly or South Jersey, Delaware, or anything like that. But this is in the overnight period, and you get this just pivoting around here like this. And then eventually, all of northern New Jersey is in moderate, at least moderate snow, if not heavy. Same thing across Northeast PA. And you get some snow getting all the way back down into central parts of central New Jersey, even into the Lehigh Valley here. But again, the further south you get, even though it's snowing and sticking are two different things. This is 9 o'clock in the morning. You might get some, non-paved accumulations here at this point. I don't think you're dealing this far south getting with paved accumulations. But this goes all the way out through most of the morning, and then it starts tapering to just a few intermittent snow showers in the afternoon, as you can see here. Before it goes away. So this is not going to last forever, but you will have the opportunity for some snow accumulations. Now, I'm going to show you something here because this is important. This is the NAM that ran this evening, and this is the total snow using the Kuchera method, which is factoring in snow ratios, okay? And you look at this, and you're going, wow, your map's pretty low. Matter of fact, here's our map, by the way, which is right here. Actually, I'll get back to that in a second. But there's a pretty hefty amounts up here that are over a foot of snow, like 12 to 18 inches up in these areas, parts of Northeast PA, northern New Jersey. We're nowhere near that as far as snow totals, and there's a reason for that. Okay, again, snow falling and sticking are two different things. Has a couple inches getting all the way down here to parts of Schuylkill County, through the Lehigh Valley and central New Jersey. So you look at these maps taken verbatim, that you're thinking you're getting a good snowfall. But again, this does not apply in March. If I change this to a positive snow depth change map, which is important, this is accounting for everything that actually physically sticks. There's no doubt that you could have this much snow fall from the clouds physically, and if it were January, you'd have no problem sticking. But the problem is it's not January. So this is a positive snow depth change, which indicates how much is actually sticking and accumulating during this entire event. This actually looks pretty much like our map that we have out this evening. Almost the same thing. And I'll get back to that map now so you can see what I'm talking about. This is what we had out accounting for that. So it's what we did is we accounted for the fact that not all of it's going to stick, and you're going to have some issues with accumulating, especially during the day on Tuesday. So you have rain here in these areas further south no matter what, right? This area B and C was what happened overnight into early this morning, and this is all of your accumulations are mainly in B, coating to an inch. Area C was probably not, maybe an isolated coating somewhere, right? But anything in these areas D, E, F, G, H, are all from the coastal storm Monday night and Tuesday. Okay, so you could actually separate these two into two different events. We combine them into one, but everything here is all probably like this, and northeast is all from that Monday night, Tuesday time frame. Okay, this is all prior to that, all of that. Okay, so just so you understand how that works, and I try to explain as best I could here in the legend. I'm the actually one that created this map. Okay, so D, we have a coating to an inch. Again, this is after the changeover. 1 to 3 in area E, 3 to 6 in area F. Area G is a 6 to 10 area. And then when you get up here in southeastern New York, lower Hudson Valley, you're in a 10 to 16 range, up in that range, locally higher amounts possible. So that's our map. I don't see anything wrong with it, and I'm looking at this evening, if anything. And we caught a lot of heat for this. Like, I can't believe these are this low. Well, you can't look at a snow map and just copy it. That's not how it works. There's factors that go into this. And the fact that it's mid-March, as a matter of fact, makes a big difference. And positive snow depth change was certainly considered when we were putting these maps together. Okay. The biggest thing that's take away after this is not really the snow. We have a lot of private clients that are, we have several energy companies that deal with, that are affected by wind and power outages. That's a big deal. So that's why I've been spending most of my time, and not this little Mickey Mouse stuff with the map. Okay, that's clown stuff to me. That doesn't really matter to me. What matters to me is the wind that's going to come in after this event. That's going to be on Tuesday, and it's going to go straight through Wednesday. We're going to have some wind gusts in there that are 30 to 40 miles per hour for a very long period of time. That's going to lead to some scattered power outages out of this. So it's okay up until this during the day, Monday, and of course Monday night. Once we get into Tuesday morning, it starts to increase. So you get some wind gusts in here that are easily 30 to 40 miles per hour throughout the day, with some higher gusts than that. Peak gusts could get to 45 in a few spots. And that's during the day on Tuesday. It goes very slightly less here overnight, kind of like 15 to 25, gusting 30 to 35 in the overnight. And you go right back to the 30 to 40 stuff here on at least parts of the region here on Wednesday. It did start coming down a little bit for Wednesday. It might not be quite as windy. Maybe shave 5 miles per hour off, but it's still going to be pretty windy regardless, even if it's 25 to 35 with some isolated higher gusts on Wednesday. It's still a very long time that you're going to have windy conditions, and this will diminish on Wednesday evening. So just keep that in mind, because that's a real big issue for power companies, especially after we get this snow, and actually while it's ongoing on Tuesday. So you're going to have the wind pickup. Some of the areas that are getting a heavy snow, and they're going to have wind on top of that. That's not a good combination. So I know everybody's been saying to me, I can't remember it being this windy this much in a winter. And this is a common thing. You just forget. This happens a lot. It's cold air advection. The fact that you have a storm so wrapped up so close creates these very tight isobars, and that's going to give you the wind here on Tuesday. Wednesday, those isobars spread up apart a little bit, so you don't have quite as much wind, but it's still very windy either way. And it's just a very prolonged period of windy conditions, and I think that's going to be the biggest concern, not really so much the snow after this point. So we're going to have an adjusted map that's going to be done this morning, and it's going to just kind of isolate. Remember, I showed on that snow map there was two different areas. Some fell overnight, some is for the Monday night and Tuesday deal. We're going to separate into just one, isolate it, because the first part already happened, right? and make any adjustments as needed to the map, and that will be done by early afternoon for the public on Monday, okay? Because nothing's changing over until we get to late this evening or overnight anyway. So beyond this system here, once this moves away, we're going to have a couple dry days. Wednesday is going to be clouds giving way to sun. Again, still windy. And you can see the temperatures above me for the next 2 days. This is, of course, Monday and Tuesday. 40 to 48 is spread today. 34 to 42 on Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to recover a little bit, get back into, but we're still going to be below average and decreasing clouds. Then we have a little bit of a transient warm-up coming in Thursday, Friday. You might even add Saturday, and that's going to start off milder, and then temperatures are going to fall after that point. We have a cold front moving toward the region, and out ahead of it, you get a warm southwesterly flow. So here's Thursday, right? So you get this warm southwesterly flow out ahead of this cold front that's going to give you an increase in temperatures, transiently so, but it's going to be an increase. Temperatures back in the 50s here on Thursday with mostly sunny skies, and then mostly cloudy Friday, but it's going to continue to warm up anyway, even with those clouds. Upper 50s to low 60s, as a matter of fact, for highs on Friday. So any of the snow stuff's going to be long gone and forgotten by then. We have a few showers coming in Monday night with the cold front, and that will go into early Saturday morning, as you can see that here, into Saturday morning. And then after that, we have partial clearing later in the day. Temperatures fall, and we have a colder day here on Sunday as another little trough settles in. Temperatures back down to, below average levels, but maybe low to mid 40s, something like that for Sunday. So we have a lot of ups and downs yet. This is typical of March. That's what happens. I really think we are beyond the major threats of snow. We could still have some arbitrary things here and there going forward, but I think we're pretty much done with the organized snowstorm threats across our region, but we'll continue to follow that over the next couple of weeks, of course. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for March 13th, 2023. Have a great Monday.